Hello, welcome to Analog Circuit Design online lecture series. Myself Rima Rawal from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication. Now, in this session, we are going to see the unit Power Circuit Science System, and in this unit, today's topic is Class B and Class AB amplifiers. Now, in the previous session, we have seen Class A push-pull amplifier and harmonic distortion concept. Now in this session we are going to see the next amplifiers A, B and Class B amplifier. So let's start with that. So first of all, let us see Class B amplifier. So a power amplifier is referred to as Class B amplifier if the output signal is obtained only for 1/2 cycle period of the input AC signal, that is for 180° of the cycle. For this, Q point is adjusted to be at the cutoff region. So here, as you can see in this diagram, the Q point is in the cutoff region on the line point of VC, whereas in Class A amplifier it was at the center of the load line. Okay. Now, if we look at the waveforms for the Class B amplifier, you can see that this is indicating the base current. Now, base current is for complete 360° cycle, but collector current will be only for the half cycle, that is for 180°, and VC will be like this for transistor on and off times. Okay. Now, let us see now Class B push-pull amplifier. So, in this diagram, Class B push-pull amplifier is indicated. First, this is the transistor driver transformer, this is output transformer, and this is loudspeaker. So here, same way like we have seen for the Class A push-pull amplifier, there are two transistors used for push-pull mode operation, transistor Q1 and transistor Q2. They are connected together, and with the first driver transformer, source voltage Vs is applied, and which will have the primary turns or secondary turns winding ratio. Now, at the output transformer, the load is connected. Here we have taken loudspeaker as the load. Let us see the analysis of Class B push-pull amplifier. So, let us see the step 1. Step 1 is to obtain Q point and DC input power, that is PDC. So here the Q point is VCC 0. So DC power equals to VCC into average current from the source. Now let us obtain the average DC current IDC. So IDC is given as 1/pi integration of 0 to pi Im sin omega t dt, where Im is the maximum current flowing and omega has the frequency. So if we do the integration of this, sin omega t will have minus cos omega t from the interval 0 to pi. So if we place t equals to pi, this will become cos pi minus cos 0. So the next step will be minus Im by pi in the bracket cos pi, that is minus 1 minus 1, equals to twice of Im by pi, that is the equation number 1. So therefore, the total DC power input is given as PDC, that is equals to VCC into IDC. Now IDC is the DC current flowing that we have seen, which is 2 Im by pi. Let us place the value in this equation. So we will get 2 VCC Im by pi. This is the value of DC power. Okay. Now let us move to the step 2. So step 2 is AC output power, that is PAC. So it is given as VLRMS into ILRMS, where VLRMS is RMS load voltage and ILRMS is RMS load current. So it is given as Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2, that will give Vm Im by 2. Now let us find the efficiency. So efficiency is given as the ratio of AC power to DC power. AC power is given as Vm Im by 2 and DC power we have obtained, which is 2 VCC Im by 5. So if we simplify this, we'll get pi by 4 into Vm by Vcc into 100. So this is the efficiency for this case. Let us find the maximum efficiency. So for maximum case, let us place the values over here, which is pi into Vcc by 4 Vcc into 100. Here Vcc will be cancelled out. We will get pi by 4 into 100. That means we have the efficiency 78.5%. Okay. So the maximum efficiency for class B push-pull amplifier is 78.5. Okay. Now let us see next step, power dissipation. So total power dissipation taking place is given by PD, that is equals to PDC minus PAC, that is DC power minus AC power, which is given as 2 VCC Im by pi minus Vm Im by 2. But here Im is Vm by RL dash. So we will get dissipation power, that is equals to twice of VCC Vm by pi RL dash minus Vm square upon 2 RL dash. Okay. So maximum power dissipation is given as PD maximum, that is equals to 2 by pi square into PDC maximum. So this maximum power dissipation is per transistor dissipation. Alright. Now let us see the next one, that is class AB amplifier. So a power amplifier is referred to as class AB amplifier if the output signal is obtained for more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree of the AC input signal. So here if you look at this diagram, this is a diagram of IC versus VCE, where IC is in milliamperes, VC in volts, and here the Q point is indicated, which is above cutoff region, not on this line and not at the center of the loop line. So this is the missed pulse, that is, it is giving the signal output for more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. Okay, here you can see that this is the cycle, this part of the input waveform is missed. Okay, this is the waveform for this. This is the base current, this is collector current, which indicates that the collector current is for more than 180 degree. That means here you can see that more than 180 degree cycle is there and less than 360. That means some portion of the negative portion is missed. Okay, same way the VCQ, VCC pulses are indicated. So the biggest difference between class A, class B and class AB amplifier is according to the operation for which the output is obtained. Whether it is for complete 360 degree of the input cycle, whether it is half, that means 180 degree of the input cycle, or whether it is for more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree of the input cycle. Now, this was for class A, class B, class AB amplifier. I hope that the differences between these three are clear to you now. These are the references. Thank you. Thank you for listening and thanks for watching. I suggest you to make the practice of the examples for the formulas that we have seen over here. The first one is the formula for class B push-pull amplifier, which is DC power. You may given the average current from the source and you are asked to find the power DC power according to the VCC value given, or you may ask the DC current using this formula, that is 2 twice of VCC Im by pi. You will be given the maximum current value and the value of VCC. So using this formula you can find the DC power. Also you can ask to find the efficiency. So for that you will use the formula pi by 4 into Vm by VCC into 100. By placing the value for maximum voltage and VCC you can get the value. Also you can find the maximum power dissipation according to the DC maximum power value. So Keep practicing for this. Thank you once again.